Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how you can pass value from a PHP code to JavaScript or from JavaScript to PHP, and both of these codes would be in the same file. Now this is a PHP file that I have here, and you can see it starts with the HTML. We have the body, and from here the PHP code start. This is the first PHP code, then I have the JavaScript code, then I have the second JavaScript code and the second PHP code. In the first part, I'm going to show you how you can pass value from PHP to JavaScript. Now here, the first thing that I have done here, declared two variables, PHP name and PHP num1. The name is John and the value here for number 1 is 3.5, right? Now here I'm just displaying this part, which we can see it here. The first one, you can see this one in PHP. It means I am inside the PHP code at the moment here. So this is in PHP. The first thing that I did here, just displayed the two variables that I declared and defined here, right? This line of code is this one here, right? You can see it in different lines because I have the break tag here in the middle. Now the second part that we are doing here is passing values to JavaScript variables. Now how we do that? We have the echo command, which is our PHP command. Then now you can see that in double quote I have put something here, script. This is for JavaScript, right? Script start and script end here. So whatever I write in between this one is going to be JavaScript. So I define and declare a variable here, which is variable JS name is equal to $PHP name, that is this one, right? So this variable has been assigned to JavaScript variable JS name. Similarly, the PHP underscore num1 has been assigned to JS num1, which is a JavaScript variable. So it means these two variables, JS name, JS underscore name and JS underscore num1 are JavaScript variable. So I should be able to access these values in my JavaScript code here, right? So first thing that I did here is just to display in JavaScript, that is this part, right? Let us increase the size. Now the second part I did here is to display the name, JS name plus JS name. This is concatenation here. Now JS name is our JavaScript variable that we assigned in the PHP code. Okay, so I did not do anything, I just used that variable and displayed it here. So here this is the one, right? JS name. So now if I do any change here, okay, let's say, so if I run this, you can see here the name changes, right? And the second part in JavaScript, this is our HP, this is JavaScript, okay. Then I have JS number 1. The value of JS number 1 is what? 3.5. So what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to multiply JS number 1 by 2 and then displaying it here. So you can see it displays 7, right? So this was very simple from PHP to JavaScript. In PHP you just need to write this line, in fact, like this, and you can assign the PHP variable to JavaScript variable and use that one as it is in JavaScript, right? This was the first part. Then the second part is passing values from JavaScript to PHP. Okay, here we have something new. Now the first part in JS, that is this one, value from JS to PHP. This one I did it here, header 1. Then I have in JavaScript, that is the first part is JavaScript, right? Here I have JavaScript variable js2 underscore name and js2 underscore num2. One is Khalid and one is 12.25, right? And then I displayed these two variables here, right? Here I am displaying the variable as it is in JavaScript. Then the next part here, now I'm going to pass these JavaScript variables to PHP. Now here, this was the easiest one that you can do. There are some other ways to do it, but this one looked much more cleaner and easier, so I'm using this one here. What you have to do, you have document.cookie, right, which is equal to, this is a JavaScript, you can say it a method or property. You can see here it says property document.cookie, which is string, right? So what we are trying to do, we're just trying to pass this value to this document.cookie. Now what I have done here, I have declared here like c underscore name. This is the name, which is equal to, and then I added my variable here. You can do it like this, or you can hard code the value like this also, like n1 is equal to 12.23. So when I access this n1 in PHP, it's going to be 12.23. But this one is not much useful. You will always have some variable where the values will be changing. So you can use it something like this. This name, you can have any name. This is a variable, right? So you can put any name here. I have put c underscore name. And then the second one I have done here, n2 number 2, that is this one, js2 underscore number num2, right? So this way I am trying to assign document.cookie these values, not document.cookie. In fact, this one, c underscore name is assigned js2 underscore name, while n2 is assigned js2 underscore num2. Now I'm going to access these values, right, through the cookie global variable. You can say this is a global variable array, and we have different values inside. All these values are saved in an array, right? So now this was the part of JavaScript where I said document.cookie. All of them are document.cookie, you can say. It means all these values are saved in an array with this name, right? C name, n1 and n2. Now I come to PHP code. Here I just displayed this one, that in PHP, that is this part, right? And now what I have done here, you can see this is my PHP variable, right? This can be a new variable that you are going to create. Now how to access these values that we declared in, or we defined in JavaScript. So you will say $_cookie. This is again a global variable, and then the name of these variables that you passed, the variables where you have assigned the values to, right? C underscore name. So it means PHP underscore name should have the value now C underscore name. Now what is inside C underscore name? It is this one, Khalid, right? Then I said echo PHP underscore name is equal to dot, this one I am concatenating. It is simply PHP name is equal to PHP name, right? I'm just trying to display this one. You can even do it without the echo. You can see here PHP underscore name is equal to Khalid, which was defined in JavaScript. And then again I have here PHP underscore num, which is equal to n1, or let us say we make it this one. Okay, first we do it with this one. What is the answer here? It is PHP num into 224.46, right? Now here we have js2 underscore num2. I want to use this one instead of this one. So here I can say n2, right? So js, what is it? 12.25. Now we have the break tag here. Then PHP num2 is equal to PHP num multiplied by 2. It means this value, whatever was inside n2 had 12.25. Now this value should be multiplied by 2 and displayed, right? 12.25 multiplied by 2. Let us save this. You can see it says 24.5, right? So I am sure you must have got some idea on this one. I'm going to put this code in the description. You can download it from there also and have a look. This is a PHP file. This you need to remember. So this is how you can pass value between PHP and JavaScript.